We Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Daddy Lolo. I was gonna call you. I think it was Tuesday, Daddy Lolo, to see how you were doing. Pee Wee, hello, hello. Hello, it's good to see you guys. I was going to call to check in on you, Daddy Lolo. I was going to call, but I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know if I be, it's like a lot of people don't like Pap, but it didn't matter with you whether if you were still, kind of okay with me. I still wanted to call and check on you. I did. But, something just took me the other way. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you and seeing you pop up. Now that tells me that you're okay. You're okay. You don't need me. You don't need these extra hands. Good morning, lovable Leo. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning, Galatius. Good morning. I'm gonna wait a few minutes for the rest of see if the other mods will come in. I can't be long. Some new news then popped up on the on the screen. My girls, they be out there and they help me, and I appreciate that because I be on the go. But when they pushing something to me, I know they be like, "Come on, Pap, gotta get on to just spill some more of the tea." Spill some more of the tea. That's good. Take it one day at a time. You do that, you're gonna be old like me. You keep taking one day at that's what taking one day of a time means, Daddy Lolo. Means that you get old. It's like you get old, cause I'm old. I'm old. I am old. Good morning to you, Missy. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's a short document, but it's a document that has been submitted to the courts for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Good morning. Ah, that's what's up. Since you said that I'm coming to get that steak, is the Ronnie Steakhouse still open down there? I don't know. I don't know. We going to have some steak, Daddy Lolo. We going to have some steak and potatoes. The potatoes is on me. The steak is on you. How about that? How about that? You know, when us women go out, we want the cheapest part of the bill. Okay, I'm gonna pay for the steak in the water. I'm gonna pay for the potato in the water, and you gonna cover the steak and the salad. you be out there like, what's your share? She said, nigga, you got the expensive part of the bill. I'm hanging with you. Oh, okay. So we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta regroup back up and just go. Just go. Hell with what people say. I love to live life, and it is what it is. Hey, Native. Hey. Mm. Now I'm coming, and your butt better be ready. You better be ready. We going all on camera too, Daddy Lolo. We going on camera. We gonna show everybody friends can be friends, and we don't give a damn what people talk and say. How they gonna say friends can be friends, and it's all good. But it's what 9:30. Can't be long. TGIF, y'all. TGIF. God, I have not been back down here since the last time that I left you guys. So I've been on my phone here and there, expressed my opinions about some things that I felt. Hope everybody can understand that. I hope everybody understand that my opinion is not to detour or take away from anybody's feelings out here. You do as you please and allow me to ride as an individual that I have been for many, 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 many years. Circle is very, very small. But I'm also loving the attention that I am getting from some that I very angry. And just he's angry at me, and he doesn't even know why he's angry. He just wants to be angry. And just stop being angry. Shout out to the thumbs down, y'all. Shout out to the thumbs down out there. I ain't even started nothing, but it's like pap on. And shout out to you too. To you too. Um, took the time to block some of the things that I know that will trigger me. You know what I mean? Say, because you got to work on you too, right? Got to work on you too. And then I'm working on me. So I have to block some things because Pap has a trigger mouth. A trigger mouth, trigger fingers to these keys. It's trigger. So I have to be like, okay, woosah, those people don't make or break you. So it's like, I'm learning, okay? I'm learning, but I got that good morning every day. I do. I have a trigger mouth. I do. Like I say, I'm damn near 60, 70, 80% street. So, sometimes it will come out, but I do know that growth helps you. When you think about growth and prosperity and loving and stuff, it kind of has to outweigh your cons that comes at you. I'm very pro. I'm proactive, pro this, pro that, and pro good. But I will definitely, I'll heat up faster than the fucking stove. And I do. I have three girls that can pretty much tell you that I can heat up, and I have low tolerance for manipulating bullshit and stuff like that. But at the same time, I have to learn, to use the advice that I just gave out to somebody, and that is to mind your business. Just mind your business and do you. And that's what I do over here, is do me. So you say I'm back working, no more breaking up. Oh, is working okay? I don't know, Daddy Lola. This damn Wi-Fi kick on, kick off when it wants to. I'm pretty much getting a headache with it because it's like one day it was working and one day it's good. But when you click on the other people channels or so, you started to hear the distortion and everything with some of their lives. So it makes you wonder whether if it's YouTube or is it your home or whatever the case may be. I have pushed and upgraded where I sitting, which the woman's cave. I'm in the woman's cave in the basement in the movie theater and all of that stuff. So everything is boosted up, and I ain't paying no more money to boost up another goddamn thing. I just not doing it. Got other priorities to take care of. Hi, good morning, Hilda. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning, Jason. Good morning. So I just brought you guys here so that we can kind of familiarize ourselves with the new but kind of old, attorney has put her paperwork in. The paperwork is on Pacer. If you guys want to see it, shout out to my mod. Made sure that I got the paperwork. Brushing my teeth and da-da-da. But I went on my Pacer to verify that it was there, and it's real. Jennifer Bonjean, I believe, is her name, and everybody should know her. And if you don't know her, this is the attorney that had represented Mr. Bill Cosby for his overturn of his conviction as well. We also have to pay attention to how she got and what she got Bill Cosby overturned out on. You still in Thailand? Boy, bring your ass back to the States and make sure you get your COVID test before you bring your butt back over here. Where you from, Jason? Where you from? Yes, absolutely. And Daddy Lola is the same attorney. I did pull up, and I'm going to show you. Let's get familiar with her persona. Who he is, and I gave it gives a little bit of background. She's very indiscreet right now, but of course you got the people out there gonna be digging up, who she is, what college she went to, how long, what's her overturned rate, or her status as far as her wins and her losses of her cases and things like that. But she went up there with one of the biggest celebrities that we can possibly know, doing the comedian part of his life and the television part of his life, the Bill Cosby Show. So, and I absolutely love the Bill Cosby Show, y'all. One of my favorites was when what's her name, Lisa, and she made I done forgot the character's name. Oh boy, the party shirt to go out. and one of the sleeves were longer than the other, and it didn't match, and he had the fly wings. That's actually one of my favorites. And then the second favorite one of the Bill Cosby show is when they were singing down, they were on a staircase, and I forget the blues songs, and it'll come to me. That was one of my favorites. And then you had Rudy at the end of the show, and they kind of threw it in. So those are my two favorite ones. I never really got down with the Jello pudding pop. I can tell you that I've never had one. I've never had a Jello pudding pop. Have you guys ever had a Jello pudding pop? Yes, the asymmetrical shirt. It was hilarious because he was like, at first he was, disgruntled about it. Like, what the hell? You say, do I know Fat Albert? Yes, I've watched the Fat Albert show. So yes, I watched pretty much of his Fat Albert's productions with that as well. So I did, but that asymmetric shirt, 'cause he thought he was pissed. He was pissed on that one though, Native, until she kind of said, "Boy, that's the new style. That's what's up. That's what's popping." And he was like, "Well, shit, I guess it is what it is." So you had one. I've never had a Jello pudding pop. Never. Where do you get them from? Like, you don't walk in the store and see Jello pudding pop, do you? I've never had. I don't know what it tastes like. Or look like, nope. Had some pudding, but not a Jello pudding pop. Golden Trail, something like that. Wonderful, wonderful episode of the Bill Cosby Show, and like I say, when they were all singing on the staircase, one of my other favorite shows of Bill Cosby's out there. I did read the Bill Cosby book, and his book was. I talked about that way early, I think in 2020. I think I have a video on there where Bill Cosby writes this book, right? Bill Cosby was military, so on, one hefty lifestyle. He's got a humongous resume behind him, right? And his book was targeting exactly what the narrative is out here in the streets, which is, save our black men. Right? I can't remember the name of the book. I'm sure I still have it out there in my box, in a tiny house out there. But I read that book. I remember reading that book, and he was talking about how to teach a man, to become a man, and in the book, and also on a video that I showed of his way, way back. It was an old video where he was, teaching people about the oppression coming from the white man and everything. And I believe that I went on in that video talking about after learning of Bill Cosby's situation, I had to think back, like, hold up, wait a minute. This isn't what you taught. Bill Cosby taught man how to be a man. The do's and the don'ts, and watch out for this, and don't get involved in this, and then to learn about his case. And I was like, well, wait a minute, Bill Cosby, how, this was my question to myself, you guys. How is it that you teach us these things, right? And you caught up in the same things that you taught men to not do. The Bill Cosby had me confused. Like, all of these women came after him. Good morning, Black CEO. Came after him, and I'm thinking, but how? How could you not dodge this bullet when you wrote the book on it? He's going for a book, you guys, but it's hard to, be a man. Don't get caught by this. So after I have learned of Mr. Bill Cosby conviction, and I started reading about it or whatever, and I'm thinking, okay, well, it seems to me that he was just being a man as far as, sitting with a bunch of women, probably proposals of different movie scenes, and stuff like that. And these women, I can take it now and relate it to R. Kelly's situation, where if you don't get what you came to get, or you were promised something and that did not fall through or whatever, I'm going to get angry and bitter, and now I'm going to act a fool and do whatever I want to do because they gonna believe me because I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of all started to tie in together to me after reading and listening to a lot of what was going on with Bill Cosby, and then now here we are with the Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. I'll try to catch everybody and give you guys a good morning, but I'm really got to keep going with time. So. And now I'm sitting out here, and you have this one guy. I think I might have saved it. I want to show you guys how he talks about it. Just seems so unbelievable how they came to use the Mann Act against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, when the world, a lot of people know, due to your reading and learning ability, that this Mann Act was used for a black man that transported a white woman across whatever, and now they're trying to take this Mann Act that was never used hardly any much in the situation of what Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly charges are. So at least now it's being acknowledged out there that, you know what, this was a witch hunt on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's head. So I am astounded to find out now, thanks to my moderator, shout out to you two beautiful ladies, because I'm trying to shipping up and get pretty and get myself out for work. I'm pretty today, y'all. I'm pretty today. I don't know why, but yesterday I ain't getting no shit. I was ugly as the motherfucker. I mean, excuse my French. I was ugly as you had them days like, you know what, whatever, I ain't finna get no, I ain't getting no nookie, I ain't finna kiss nobody. I'm finna, you know what, it's just one of those days, especially when it's raining. It's like with women, when it's raining, I don't give a shit about that shit. Let me just go. So, Jason, you and that dang on Thailand. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, beautiful mods. Good morning. So, I had to go and make sure that the paperwork was real, because we have so much going on out here on the YouTube streets to where you really have to kind of go do it. And of course, it is real. Let's get it up on the screen. It's very short so that everybody will know that it is confirmed. Even I pulled it off a pacer that Jennifer Bonjean, I don't want to mess her name up, you guys. I don't want to mess her name up. Bonjean, Jennifer Bonjean has submitted the paperwork, and she will end up at a shop to vindicate, to overturn Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's conviction. Hand claps in the chat. Let me see them hand claps in the chat. We got a woman coming up. Wait till you find out the other good news about her, because she is, in my eyes, young and vibrant and ready to go, y'all. But I'm going to show you that after I show you the information that was submitted and the proof of her taking the bat. She ready to take a swing at it, y'all. Let me see them hand claps in the chat, y'all, for Jennifer Bonjean is her name. Let me see. Let me get me up on here. Let me find me. There I am. Okay, so there I am right there. Put me on the screen while I'm reading so I can see. Can't see you guys right now. Here it says United States, the District Court, Eastern District of New York, United States of America versus Robert Kelly. Now that part right there just pissed me off. Just pissed me off, because I'm sorry. This is the king of R&B, and they can't even put Mr. in front of it. Acknowledge him. Give him some respect. That's just me. He deserves the respect right now. From what I heard, he has how many 600 or so? How much music has Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly has produced out there? How many people has he helped? I'm going to talk about that, because I see the gossip and the stuff out there. I'm finished reading the rest. Sit tight, hold tight, I'm finished. And I'm going to blow it up so you guys can see it. But you're talking about taking his things. And I just had one question. Are they talking about taking away the Grammys from the other people, from the songs that he helped produce and write and that they may have earned a Grammy on, should those people turn in their Grammys? You think, does Lady Gaga have any Grammys that of a song that Mr. Kelly probably wrote, produced, put a beat to or something? I'm just asking for a friend. If you want his shit, you need to take everybody else shit that got his name, his beat, his harmony, whatever to it. Even his goddamn comical jokes to it. Cause R. Kelly is comical. I ain't gonna lie. R. Kelly is comical as hell, especially when I sat to watch the Black Panties video, right? He's like, oh no, you ain't no medium. You's a big, extra large. Let me go and we gonna come back to you. So, stuff like that, it makes me laugh. I love the humor. I love the humor in him. But I don't like the fact that they didn't add Mr. Put some what's his name says, put some respect on my name. That's what he told Charlemagne, the guy over there. Put some respect, put some respect. He defended the 9-CR-00286. Here it says, to the clerk of court. When was this submitted? I am not sure. I think it was the 29th, if I can't be sure. But let's blow it up so you guys can see it. How about that? I'm going to take it that that's big enough for you guys because I can't see you. Please take notice. And hear ye, hear ye. Please take notice that Jennifer Bonjean, Esquire of Bonjean Law Group. Well, damn, she got her own damn law group, y'all. Hand clap for that. Hey, I need horns going off up in here. But I'll have my sister, I'll have a sound thing. Beauty is these buttons. PL LC 750 Lexington Avenue, New York. 102 is appearing for the defendant Robert Kelly in the above. She here. I know that's going to kind of suck a little bit, right? Because there's a habit of a lot of, let me stop sharing that. Everybody got that? So it is official. It has been submitted to the clerk of courts. Oh, let me get you guys. I have more stuff to show you before I leave up out of here. Just want to get you guys back. There you go. There you guys are. So, yeah, good news. Good morning, Unique. Good morning, Lavina. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. You say, I see you, beauty. I see you. So, that's good news, right? Fresh start. Here we go again. But, I just want to help you guys keep in mind. You have to know the reason and how and what did she get Mr. Bill Cosby case overturned on, right? And I don't have time to read it, but we all should know that, right? It was technicalities with the prosecution. And the prosecution did failed on what the paperwork and everything of what they had discussed should have happened, and they didn't do what they said that they were going to do. So Mr. Bill Cosby ended up getting an overturn off that technicality, right? So with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's case, we knew, a lot of us who have done their homework, who have read a substantial amount of evidence to persuade us to believe that, hold up, something is wrong here. Something was wrong with the way the judge actually ran the courtroom. Something was wrong with the way the prosecutors ran the courtroom, which was basically off of a bunch of leading questions, which will tell us that, well, wait a minute, you prepped them, you spent quite a bit of time with these people. So I'm hoping, and we all can pray, and she's coming with her game hat on, her poker face, my poker face. So, yeah, Crazy, right? Maggie Mays in the Cave Club going live tonight. Okay, thanks, Maggie, for informing us about that. So you're going to have to send that to my email if you want my support on it, and I can see what's happening with that. Demetra, I've been waiting on you to come over here, baby, because it seems like you're being muted out there and you have a lot to say, and you're welcome to join the platform. I'll be on Saturday night for ladies night, and you're welcome to come to do your opinions and your venting and tell us what it is that you want to tell us. I've been watching you everywhere where you usually would go, and these people are muting you for some reason, and I'd like to know why you're being muted. I really do. I read your stuff. Pretty interesting. You seem to know some things, but nobody will listen to you. And I want to know why. If you have the time for tomorrow night, please join me over here and let me know, why are you being muted? Why are people calling you crazy or insane? Why nobody wants to hear what you have to say? It's unbelievable to me, because I read your stuff out there and they might just be passing up some good stuff. So bring the good stuff over here, drop it over here. Let us ladies find out what's really going on. Okay, so I have another article. Let me get it up. You guys give me a second. I'm going to get into this because we need to know a little bit about Jennifer, right? So let's see what we can know about Jennifer just a little bit. Okay, I have one more to show you after this. I just want to make sure that everything is kind of covered up a little bit. That's all. That's all. That's it. That's all. Okay. She's a very pretty girl too, you guys. Very pretty. I call her girl. Girl as in female, so I have some respect with that. Here's Jennifer Bonjean. I know I pulled up the one that has her age, network, and how old she is, which will kind of be irrelevant, but relevant in a sense, right? Because she's young. She's vibrant, y'all. She's young. She's vibrant. And yeah, you guys can see that okay? Because I can't see y'all worth shit right now. So let me get me over here, because it makes me feel like that I can see y'all when I put me on the screen. Jennifer Bonjean, she's an attorney. This is the attorney that represented Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, along with, I believe, his spokesman named Mr. Wyatt. I believe that was his name. Jennifer Bonjean, age seems to be in her 30s. Based on her current appearance, we're not going to get into much of her network because they really don't know, but she's topping in somewhere up close, up in the millions or so. It'll tell you different on this page, but you can pretty much talk about, this, an attorney, come on. I mean, if she didn't top a million, she topped a million now for overturning Bill Cosby's conviction. You know what I'm saying? So that put her at the top of, you know what? Let's put her out there, because she represented one of our favorite humanity person out here. Bill Cosby was a good man. Like I say, I still just have my puzzling thoughts going on. Like, how did you get caught up in? Old. They were old too, y'all. They were old as hell. Jennifer Bonjean is an American lawyer. She is a seasonal lawyer with much criminal defense and civil rights litigation expertise. She is also known for being the owner and founder of Bonjean Law Group, PLLC. On top of that, the Chicago Innocence Project honored her with the Humanitarian of the Year award in 2014 for her efforts on Stanley Rice's appeal. I think that that's important. I think that it's important. Let's go see how well she did with Stanley's Rice appeal. We know how well she did with Bill Cosby, but let's dig a little bit deeper. It's important to know a person's resume when they are out there taking on a big job like this for something that a lot of us are looking for, called a win-win. You feel what I'm saying? And in order to do so, learning their resume, their credentials and stuff, it will help you be like, yes, okay. When everybody went to look at Stephen Greenberg's resume after the fact that he took the job, right? Everybody's like, huh? He ain't all ever win shit. Huh? I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. But you think about that shit, right? Just because you didn't learn who the person really was before you even put him on the track, to run the train. You feel what I'm saying? But now you have a chance to go and dig. Go see what she did with the Stanley Rice appeal. Well, I really am. I'm interested now. Judging the appearance of Jennifer Bonjean, her age appears to be around her 30s. Apparently, her exact age and birth date is just not made official as of yet. And these people, because it's crazy out here, they going to figure it. They going to dig it out. However, she hails from Valparaiso, Indiana. Here she says that she has no problem with just and righteous verdict. If you get there a fair way when you cheat. Let me start that over because that should have ran together. She says that she has no problem with a just and righteous verdict if you get there a fair way. But when you cheat, there is no righteous or justice. And that, unfortunately, is what happened in Mr. Cosby's case. And this, which is Jennifer Bonjean, and an attorney who helped secure Bill Cosby release. And this was a posting by Cuomo, his Twitter name, Cuomo Primetime, over on Twitter. So I'm wondering, since, oh God, this is good, y'all. This is good. You have someone who is associated or who speaks on her, Cuomo, you know what I'm saying? Now to find out that, she is about to represent Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. This is what I'm talking about. Reaching to the top, right? Everybody sees Cuomo on TV in the morning, in the news. He's always there. I don't know what didn't happen as far as, him and his brother. I ain't really got all into that, and that's another subject, but I see, what's going on. But this is good news, But the question is, knowing that she's now coming out to represent Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, will the higher up people, the big political people, big media attention people now see this witch hunt on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, which was sucks though. Aaron Donnelly ass gonna be in some trouble. Ain't fit no. Network, according to a source, the American lawyer, she makes around $122,000, which we all know. Okay, that may not be true, but however, that was to a source at the medium salary. Jennifer, on the other hand, has an extensive experience working at the high level of her profession. Consequently, her net worth exceeds over $1 million, and her income looks substantial. Way to go, Jennifer. Woo, woo, woo. Way to go, girl. When her actual net worth and earnings become public, and they will update the section as quickly as possible. She has a daughter by Winifred Bonjean Alpart. 2015, there is us, 2015, Winifred was arrested and imprisoned for only 18 hours. That I do not know. I did not go and look up anything about her, this arrest back in 2015. So at that time, she was 17 years old. She was arrested for a noise complaint and an East Harlem resident. However, her information on her other family members, including her spouse and parents, is not available. So let's play this video and actually hear. Let's hear. She's a defense attorney, Jennifer Bonjean.
Day he gave it, and we are confident that if he was alive, if they had not suppressed and concealed evidence for 30 years, that witness would be here to tell you that his testimony was false too. There is nothing that demonstrates that this man had anything to do with those crimes. And the fact that this judge has looked at this record and reached a different conclusion is confounding and shows, quite honestly, that while some things change around here, some things never change. This is politics. We filed our civil rights lawsuit in this case, and I believe that there is a retaliatory effect of that. And I wish I would say I was surprised. I'm appalled, but not surprised.
So, here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking, you guys. She's, just my opinion, she's coming at his civil rights. She's coming at his civil rights. All of the he say and the she say that took place in the New York court of law up there, in my opinion, I don't think she worried about that. I think she's going to get him up out of there because of all of his civil rights being broken or taken away from him, disregarded, you name it, etc., etc. You will not treat a person inhumane in the United States of America. That's just me. I'm gonna jump back in the on the screen in a minute to see you guys' comments in 1 second. Jennifer Bonjean, Instagram presence right now. I don't think that she's doing much on Instagram. It says here that you can probably now find her a little bit more active on Twitter. Now, I talked about how, every attorney has came out, right? And for some apparent reason, the YouTubers, let me stop there. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yes, Basic Mom. Shout out to her. She's doing good. 30 years old, baby. One child, doing just fine. But, how many attorneys now Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly has brought forth to try to work for him and, exonerate all of these charges against him and everything. The sad part about this situation when they do come is how, and it's just my opinion, so it is what it is, that thank you, Daddy Lolo. I got to pin that up to the top because I believe, in my opinion, this is how she's going to come. Period. I think she's coming based on what Daddy Lolo put up. And I think that she's going to come with every executing statue, every executing exhibit. This, you did this, A, B, C, D, based off of every freaking one of those amendment civil rights that we are supposed to have out here were broken. My opinion. My opinion, as well as a little bit, good morning, Nikita, of a few things of what those boneheads were saying in the court of law based off of what they needed to say, because the prosecution told them that we needed you to say this to convict them, or if you don't do this, we're going to send you to jail, or you ain't going to get your $3 million, or you ain't going to do, what I'm saying? It was, everybody that sat on the stand over there went through what I like to call a compromising deal. You gonna get this or you gonna get this. You better do this or we gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of threats went on. And it's scary. Black people scared. Black people scared of goddamn police and the CSI and the FBI and all of them. Them niggas start saying you going to jail. Them niggas start telling. Shit. They start telling. They don't give a shit whether if it is a lie. They don't care. I ain't going to jail. Yeah. He made me write this letter. Really? He made you write a letter. And they say he can't do much of that reading and writing. That was an extensive letter, though, by the way. So I don't know. Did the prosecutor say that? Are they saying that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is completely healed now? That's crazy, right? So what they should have done was go ahead, take him in the back, have him write that long ass letter and see what happened. But that's just me. So, but we all know when every attorney comes out, somehow YouTube likes to get involved. They, some things do help and some things don't, right? It's just my opinion. Because this one right here, she didn't need help from the YouTubers on getting Mr. Bill Cosby overturned. I don't think she's going to need any help from the YouTubers. And that's just my freaking opinion. There is nothing else that can be sent down pretty much to be involved, because she's going to get everything that she needs that's been passed down from the other one. And she's going to be sitting there, the way I'm looking at it, she done got Bill Cosby out. I don't need that shit. Who sent this shit? I don't need this shit. No, don't need shit. Book them. You ain't got to send shit. She don't need shit. We going to talk about you in a little bit. Yeah, we are. Just for a second on my way out. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. But that's where a lot of the confusion comes in, because everybody has to be somebody to persuade his attorneys of who you are, what you got, what I can do, and do this. And I'm a different breed. If you feel like you can do all of that and you got this and you got that to get this man up out of this jail cell, then why in the hell aren't you the one with goddamn degree? Why aren't you the one standing in there taking that heat and that pressure off of a judge, staring at a juror, and cross-examine them goddamn lies? It's easy to do on the screen. I can't understand it. Good morning, Shannon Boo. Good morning. I can't understand it. Everybody's goddamn attorney. All of a sudden, leave Jennifer alone. Leave her alone. Let her do her job without so much damn confusion and a whole bunch of book them. She don't want to see the damn letter that you and Chris wrote up and put stamps on and all that shit. She don't need to know that you is a goddamn mentee. She don't need to know it. It's irrelevant. It's not going to get Mr. Kelly out with her knowing and the world knowing that you was the mentee. It ain't gonna work. Nobody cares. Be the mentee. You ain't breaking them up out of there by going on mainstream media telling the world that you was a goddamn mentee. Not at all. And that's a fact. I just had to throw that out there. Y'all know I'm kind of humorous with some of my shit. It is what it is. But let me put the other one up so we can get ready to get up out of here. Good morning again. I'm going to keep saying good morning because I'm trying to keep it moving along. But my good morning is to everybody. And thanks for joining the chat room this morning. If you are just getting in here, you have to do the replay on it. We brought up, thanks, shout out to my mods because they know I'm busy. I'm going to go and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But I really wanted to bring this out here to inform you that official documents and the court records on behalf of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, Jennifer, what is her name? Bonjean will now be representing Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly for his overturned conviction. So, 30 years old, I don't know, Ann Donnelly, you gonna have to give it. This one here might be getting a little bit funky with you now. I don't think she gonna be handling all of them damn sidebars. That's just my opinion. I love it when they're young and vibrant, y'all. I love it. I love it. But I want to jump back over to show you guys some of her work of what she did for Bill Cosby, how happy she was, and to have done a very, very difficult job to get Bill Cosby as well, up out of a place where he shouldn't have not been. These goddamn laws and stuff of 60 years later and he touched my eyebrow and should get lifetime for it is freaking ridiculous. Y'all know that's ridiculous, right? That's ridiculous. Okay, let me make sure let me blow it up so you guys can see it. Young and vibrant, y'all. She young. She's young. Bill Cosby stands next to his Andrew Wyatt. I was right, Mr. Wyatt, and his lawyer Jennifer Bonjean outside Cosby's home in Pennsylvania. Court overturned his sexual assault conviction and ordered him released. She ordered it. When you order some shit, you mean that shit. She ordered some shit, child. She ordered it, right? So let me go back. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so it's here, right? So she said what she said. She meant what she said. She ordered him released from prison immediately. And God damn it, they immediately released him. They did. But this is her. This is Jennifer Bonjean, and of course Bill Cosby, Mr. Wyatt, and that's just some man that wanted to be on the camera. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's go. Boom. Just so you guys can see. Here it said in December. I just want to kind of read this over to you guys so that you guys can really know how she got the overturn for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly and what was the overturn for, So in December, Manhattan-based Jennifer appeared before the Pennsylvania Supreme Court to argue that it should overturn Bill Cosby's sexual assault conviction. On Wednesday, the court agreed, finding a non-prosecution deal the comedian had struck with previous district attorney should have shielded him from charges. Okay? Bonjean, who did not respond to a request for comment, has made prior headlines for lodging police brutality claims on behalf of her clients, as well as representing Keith Raniere, the founder of the infamous sex cult. Here are a few things to know about her. On her firm's website, Bonjean said that her experience as a rape crisis counselor and victims' right advocate at the YWCA Metropolitan Chicago influenced her decisions to attend law school. And in the law school, she began to identify with the underdog, which in the criminal justice system is the accused. After graduating, oh snap, she went to Loyola University in Chicago. Shout out to Loyola University, you guys. I know, okay, that's a different story. She got her start representing criminal defendants in Illinois court. Bonjean's legal career began at the Office of the State Appellate Defender, which represents criminal defendants in Illinois appellate courtrooms. Since launching her own law firm, y'all better put them hand claps up for Jennifer. She launched her own law firm in 2007. Bonjean Law Group. Bonjean has built a practice out of representing victims of police brutality. Several of her clients are men who said that they were tortured or coerced by Chicago police officers into confessions. Crimes that they did not commit. Now, I got to stop this for a minute because it sounds like to me that all them goddamn females need to be hiring her to sue the goddamn government because they was all pretty much coerced. And she has her professionalism to help them to get something against them goddamn prosecutors. I'm just saying, sometimes you got to flip the script. Make it work in the favor. Because if they keep trying to go after R. Kelly, R. Kelly ain't got no money to give y'all. You just might be able to, Azrael and the rest, and Faith and that fake ass Sonya and Geronda Pay, y'all go after the goddamn government now, because they used y'all by calling you guys and putting them out here as freaking prostitutes. If anything, they should be in depression from the goddamn government that sent them through a bunch of bullshit off of coercion. And here's your goddamn attorney. You want to win some money from the government, because last I checked, I'm going to go on with the story, y'all. And every time I click on the news and stuff, y'all, it's a black person getting rich off of brutality. See, black people is getting rich out here by the guns, by the killings. And it's a sad situation because they're losing their lives and the loved ones loses you. But there is a upside to the situation. A lot of them walking away with fucking millions of settlement. We ain't gonna have no police force out here soon. And they called y'all, because they called me asking me if I felt like donating to the police, some fund or some shit. What, you out of money? Then stop killing motherfuckers. And you won't have to pay all of these underground ass millions of settlements. That's all I got to say. I mean, I wanted to tell him that on the phone, but I ain't want them come knocking on my door, though. I got a little scared. But like, fuck that. Let me be nice. This the police on the phone. I ain't got it. You already done gave people to protect themselves. They have the right to bear arms. Now stop killing people, paying all that damn money. I ain't lying. There's a man on the news this morning wanting a settlement. It was a man on there. I'm like, Lord, black people, we can't win with the Powerball, but we sure go win by tearing their asses up in the courtroom with these settlements. That's crazy. In March of 2020, a federal jury awarded $5.2 million to Stanley Rice. One of Bonjean's clients, after it found that he was coerced by Chicago's police officers into a confession to a 1982 gang rape that he did not do. Rice was initially convicted and sentenced to 100 years in prison. Now, 100 years, y'all, because that's what Judge Donnelly, Judge Ann Donnelly, that's, kind of what she's listening to, coming from, the prosecutors, and according to what she's reading in a lot of the statutes out here, that this charge is 10 years, this charge is 20 years, this charge is 50 years, and it adds up and it gets to that. I was telling you guys about what's his name? The Costco man who had the Indiana ladies over in his home, right? That man got hit with 1,000 years. I don't even know why they put the number out there. You could just keep it simple and put death, because that's exactly what it's equivalent to. You're not letting them out until they die on the fucking stretcher. And this is exactly what they're trying to do to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And Miss Bonjean is coming in to save the day. Oh yeah, she got to go up against this young stallion here, y'all. And so Bonjean handled the appeal for Rainier, the founder of the NXIVM, where prosecutors said women were kept on starvations, diets branded with his initials in order to have sex with him. Rainier was sentenced to 120 years in October. Former Smallville actor Allison Mack was sentenced to 3 years in prison for her involvement in Rainier's cult on Wednesday. So there's nobody out there that can tell me now that since she was already she had already dealt with somewhat of the situation of what Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is going through, based off of the allegations of what the females were saying or were coerced to say that was happening to them by Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly once they got into his presence. So she won't be no old rusty nail in this. Seems to me that once she gets to reading and things and doing her research and putting two and two together, she'll know how to decipher, how to detect what, she'll be able to know what, the Court of Appeals in June 2017 rebuked Bonjean for her comments to the federal judge. Oh, that means she got a mouth, y'all. Now, Miss Bonjean, don't go in there now and get kicked out, because right now, coming up and to the plate and getting ready to swing the bat, Mr. Kelly's supporters is you all we got. What's his name on New Jack City? You all we got. Let's go. Bonjean accused U.S. District Judge Charles Norch of advocating for the government. Oh, who that sound like, y'all? Go ahead, put it in the chat room. Didn't it sound like, and it's my opinion, My opinion only. Judge Ann Donnelly sound like you advocating for the government too, but I can't be sure. I ought to just go by what I was saying, because I'm not the professional person over here to diagnose her on that. And I'm keeping my ass out of jail. Abdicating your job as a judge. Okay, so let me get back to the chat, see what y'all say about that. And y'all, I don't know. Let's just keep it, you know. I think that let's let her handle it. You know, let's let her y'all in here cracking up. Y'all are so silly. Y'all in here cracking up. I try to read it. I'm reading it, right? I'm reading it to y'all. Y'all in here cracking up. That's what it sounds like to me. I ain't got it, basic. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. That's all you got to say. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. But Rose Good, I agree with you. Leave the god darn attorneys alone. As far as when I look from the outside looking in, though, I think the bloggers, the YouTube, they got too much shit going on they damn self. Too much shit going on. They didn't fix their own shit. You go across the railroad track, they got a bunch of shit going on that they need to kind of fix their damn selves instead of getting involved and entangled with his attorneys right now. It's just too much. The shit be shits and giggle too, y'all. Because I be at work cracking the hell up. For instance, because after I say this, good morning, Sher, I have to go. Hopefully, I can get Demetria over here so she could tell her story, y'all. Nobody's letting her tell her story. And we got a platform for you because I would love to hear it. I read her stuff, bits and pieces here around. She just be getting blocked. And get her crazy stuff out of here. Nobody's crazy out here when they have their own. You have your own opinion. It's your own opinion. It's your own opinion. You know, it's funny when people call you crazy, though, and they don't know you, though. But it is what it is. But I got to go after this, you guys. I seriously do have to go. But I was sneaking looking, right? There's a Lady Juliet out on the scene, and she floods it out here quite a bit, you know. Obviously, the damn booker boy been watching him. He claims that it is Secret Sister. That shit cracked me up. The person is telling you exactly who she is and where she come from and what she doing. She says that Mr. Kelly is her man. You got blocked on... what's his name? On the Choke No Joke show. They was killing you. They think you're crazy and nuts over there, honey. They do. I was like, poor Demetri. Somebody said, get her out of here. She crazy. We all crazy in our own peculiar way, but we all are. Every single person breathing air out here on this God green earth. We crazy. We are crazy human beings. We became crazy when Adam and Eve disobeyed. That was a wrap. We were crazy. Yes, it was you. I'm telling you, it was you. You got to go back and look at the live. You got to go back and look at, were you over there? Were you over there? I saw you. You were typing away. You were just typing. And I'm telling you, they blocked you. I'm going to tell you, they blocked you. I saw you. I was reading I read the comments. I promise you. Were you over there? Were you over there? It was 2 days or so ago, I think. I can't be sure. But we need to stop calling each other crazy. Because unless you can go back and fix what Adam and Eve disobeyed the order on, I think it was 2 lives back. It might have been 2 days or so ago. You were on that live and you were just talking away, honey. You were just talking away. And then somebody in there was like, oh, she's crazy. You know, get her out of there. And the mob wasn't in there at that moment. Then the mod popped up and they was like, who? And they was saying, Demetra, get Demetra crazy ass up out of here. And so she watched, I guess, for a minute, and the next thing I know, you typed your comment thing again, girl, and she blocked you. She blocked you, Demetra. She blocked you, girl. I'm telling you, you're blocked. I'm telling you, you're blocked. I saw you because I follow and I try to read what it is that you're talking about, because I became interested in what you talk about, aligned with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. It's like, wow, this could be important and interesting and so. But I want to hear it, girl. Bring it on over here. We want to hear it. But yeah. Demetra throwing my train of thought off too. But I do have to go. But this lady, Juliet, she's upset right now. She says a lot of people are attacking back at her and discrediting her about who she, you've been watching her videos, Cheryl? I catch them because she comes down my timeline because she's pumping them out so fast. So when you're when it comes to Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's situation and his topics, the faster you pump them, it's going to flood out there, right? So I watched him and he says, that's Secret Sister. And, I'm like, well, I don't think so, whatever. But anyways, I don't know, Bookham. She says she's about to come at your head. She about to come at you, Bookham. She says that she is sick of your shit. That's what she said. She called you delusional, crazy, don't know her man, and she is getting ready to come over here now to the States and help her man. That's what she said. Now, I can't be sure. I don't know. I can't imagine it, but that's what she said. Mr. Kelly is her king, and she want everybody hands off of her king. She's coming to rescue him. Am I lying, Cheryl? Am I lying? Nope. Hey, Sherry. So, with that being said, you guys, you all have a beautiful day. I'll be back on Saturday night, but it is 10:25 and I shall go. TGIF to everybody in the chat room. Over here, I have to love, because I'm finding out the more that I love, I can get rid of all of that, the people that chooses to hate pap and don't know pap. So give the person above you a heart. Give yourself a heart. Don't forget to give the one below you a heart. Do all of that shit. Just show some goddamn love in here. But as I say, we have to keep in mind, because I am a little snappy. I'm just like you and everybody else. I can be snappy. So don't come at me foul. Don't come at me wrong because of my freaking opinions. The energy that you bring to me will be some energy that I will release back. You treat me with kindness and respect, I will do so. It's a mutual thing. I've worked my butt. I've come over here. My commentary is my commentary. Just like everybody else is out here. Love and love can be returned. My phone is always on. You can call me if you want to talk to me. You can email me if you want to. You want to come on the panel. Hit me up. Come on the panel. It's open. I have open panel. Shout out to my mods, you guys. Shout out to my mods over here, because truth be told, they hold me down. They are holding me down over here. And I have to give them so much love, so much love, so much love. And they have been rocking and rocking and rocking and rocking with one pap. Knowing I work them hours, do this and do that. But they've been here standing with me strong, y'all. Shits and nickels. They've learned to understand me. And I'm going to rock with them. Yes, he got a problem with her. Yes, Cheryl, he has a problem with her now. Like, for what? But she coming. She's like, I'm coming. She's upset that now he accused her of someone else being her, and she don't like that. She ready, she ready, Cheryl. I'm gonna be right there too, cause you know that's right up my goddamn alley. But let's pray that Jennifer Bonjean is coming with the smoke. We all want to see Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly's case overturned. 1,000 years, 500 years, 250 years, 300 years. That's absurd. That's fucking absurd. Nobody at the hospital, no police reports, no this, no this, no that. They have taken this man constitutional rights, flipped it into a sex escapade out there with a bunch of women because nobody has seen any or even heard of these children that Drunken Larry pushed out. Drunken Larry pushed that goddamn narrative out here. All the kids, all the kids. Where were they? And you best believe if it was some babies, some kids, I think all of us is fair enough to say that we want a piece of R. Kelly. But there wasn't any. There wasn't any like he said. Nah. The crucifier. That's what I call him. Crucifier. What y'all call it? Judas? Lucifer. Lucifer did this shit. Let me talk to Jason before I leave. You got you a girlfriend named you in Pattaya. Is that it? What? So Jason, are you staying in Thailand? Are you gonna stay there, or you coming back and you finna help her get her papers and all of that stuff? What you doing over there, Jason? You have to call me. I don't know what you up to, cause you in Thailand doing some crazy shit. What you had to go to Thailand? You couldn't get an American woman. Y'all shout out to Jason. Jason went all the way to Thailand, and he has now made his announcement that he's finally got the girlfriend, which will probably be the love of his life. Oh, you staying in Thailand? Oh, that's what's up. You gotta send me some pictures. You got my number. Send me some pictures and so I can see how you doing. You my number one supporter over here now. I gotta keep up with what you're doing and making sure that you are okay. You are okay. Make sure you're okay over there. Now, I got to go. Bye-bye. Terrell, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. Yeah, I do. Same to you, Lavina. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm usually live for a ladies' night, somewhere around 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I run a little bit late, but I usually show up. But I will definitely, we can go over it and check it out. See why do we think so? Let's see. Bonjean will come in with fighting for his civil rights. That's a good idea. I can learn, you can learn, and we can learn together. That's all good. Hey, Char.
Yeah. Hey. ISO. Hey. Indies. Savy. Hey. Back on deck on my fly shit. Pay some respect to my contact. Niggas really mad they can't stop us. Back on the scene, unconscious. Always been me, I'm poppin'. I ain't really here for the gossip, nah. Blah blah blah, yeah I'm hot, bitch. Try to play me, but you tried it. Way too wavy, gotta ride it. Pull up on you, yeah we sliding. Make our eyes roll when I slide in. Neck on wrist on shaman. Tell them say less, no comment. And we only here for the commas.
Pull up and how about we slide? Loaded the weapon beside. These niggas be lying. Skating on days we gliding. I'm hitting that bitch in the driving.
Hitting that bitch while we vibing. You know I be on that time and light up. Eat up the drip down straight to the we the ones that they admire. All of these niggas expire. Ice on the boss and we hire. Raising the hood where it's ours. They hopping on shit like a pirate.
Hey, hey, driving the boat and I came for the loot and the treasure. These niggas be hating, do better. Dropping them ashes, done burn me a hole in my sweater. I'm stingy, I'm holding this cheddar.
Holding this cheese, living more better. Smoking these doobies with Xavier. We keep this shit gravy. Yeah, we too groovy. We keep it unruly. Know it's yours truly. Smoke a big head, call it Stewie. Bad chick wanna do me. Ass thick and she cool and she busted open like a Uzi. I busted, then I'm back to duty. Call of Duty, I'm online with it. Took my time with it. Watch the opera. And they rock with it. Everywhere yeah, we popular. Eyes on us like binocular. Yeah, they time is up. You could try your luck.
And God, we looking at us, riding way just like they ride the bus. The pretty bitches wanna ride my nuts. The vibe is us. Sergio Tacchini eating fettuccine. Know they see me getting cake. I've been out hustling at the dinner, baby. I'm a winner. I don't really need a break. Breaking my foot in your ass. Breaking the neck of these hoes when I'm bending the corner. Breaking my weed in the glass. Burning that loud and the neighbors done heard the aroma. Play a persona. She eating my dick till she fall in the coma. The Carter, the itis. Tussle pussy.